Ryan Snyder, a transportation planning consultant. Most of our work relates to planning for bicycles or pedestrians or something which has really become, in more general terms, street design. It was in the early 90s when bikeway planning started to happen, and I jumped into it right away and started writing bicycle plans for cities and counties and so forth. You know, I do a lot of field work. I go out, I take pictures, I ride a bike, I survey, I take measurements, I look at traffic volumes, I look at crash data, and then decide what, appropriate treatments can be done. And there's often options. We have different things we can do to our streets, but historically, a lot of our standards and manuals have told us to create places that are conducive for cars to move really fast, which stands directly in the way of trying to create places where lots of people bicycle or walk, or places where it's safe for a senior citizen to cross the street. We have 10 sort of tenets of what we call living streets, and those are equity. We have what's called complete streets, which means that we're planning for taking all modes of transportation, but we're all planning for people of all ages and physical abilities. That we're planning our streets for healthy commerce. That we're planning for streets for environmental sustainability. That's where we get into things like dealing with street water runoff in very different ways. Planning streets for beauty. We're planning our streets that enhance neighborhoods. Not every living street looks the same. They will look different in different neighborhoods, and they should look different in different neighborhoods. Every neighborhood should have its own identity. I want LA to be a leader because I live here, and I like, as a planner, I've always gravitated towards cities that are leaders, and I spend a lot of my time and money going out and visiting cities that are doing progressive things, and I like to learn, and I bring their ideas back. LA hasn't been on the forefront of these things. I think the street manual is one area where we're leading the way, and it's getting a lot of play nationally, I think. But we're behind certainly Portland, we're behind Minneapolis, we're behind Seattle, San Francisco, Denver, we're behind New York, we're behind Chicago, and we started off ahead of some of those cities. But I would like to see LA do a whole lot more, and it all comes down to leadership.